All right, so I just wanted to get on real quick, and I was just in the mood to buy something, so I'm gonna go through some of my the promotional emails that companies have been sending me, and see if I can find something to buy. I don't want anything brand new. I just want something that maybe came out in the last few months, maybe even older, but something that I've heard is really good. So nothing for review, just something good, something new for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go through some of my emails. I'm also going to go over some news. For any of you who don't know, I used to do a podcast. I ran it for about 2 years where I would cover a lot of the recent news. I stopped that because I just didn't have time with school anymore. Because I did go back to school a couple of years ago. And as I'm moving along, it's getting harder and harder. It takes more of my time, and I just couldn't do it. So the podcast is done. I don't know if it's going to be done forever, but I do miss it. So I miss reading the news. I missed telling people about what's going on in the industry and providing my own insight. So I thought I would just go through some of my emails and talk about headlines. That's about it. I'm not really going to go in depth into any news, just quickly talking about it. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, let's see. Direct vapor. No, I don't care about CBD. I might have to blur some of this out because I don't want everyone knowing what's in my email. Not that there's anything bad in there, but I don't know if I might catch anything that any personal information. All right, Vapor Joe's. So Vapor Joe's, I don't even know why I subscribe to this anymore. It used to be a good email. At least I thought so, maybe 5 years ago. But it's just the same thing over and over now. It's always this, fuggin' vapors or fuggin' liquids, and batteries. Or they promote the same iStick device over and over. So it's not a very good email anymore. I don't know, I guess I subscribe just in case anything good comes in. Cheap vaping deals. Now this is one of my favorite ones. Most of you are probably already subscribed to it. But let's see. Fresh Press. I tried a few of their liquids and they were really good. But I don't want any e-liquid right now. Council of Vapor. That stuff is always on sale. And I've never had it. I've never owned anything from Council of Vapor. But I think it's always on sale. Or I get the feeling it's on sale because it's cheap, crappy stuff. So I've never bought any of it, no matter how cheap it is. But if any of you have used Council of Vapor products and you think something is really good, let me know, because I would be interested in picking it up since it's always so cheap. Let's see, a TC Squonk mod. No. Good price, though, $11. The Snow Wolf. I can't believe that's still $30. That's an older one, right? I remember the old, when this one, I don't know about this one, but the model with that ugly wolf came out, and they got a lot of flack for that. I suppose some people liked it, but it was a little tacky or gaudy, I think. And this Game Boy, the Whizman Puff Boy mod, I'm surprised that is still $40. Who's buying this? Alright, nothing I want in this newsletter. I'm determined to get something, though. Nothing expensive, just something affordable. I'm hoping that I can find a good RDTA or a dripper. I don't know. You don't see RDAs very often anymore. Ooh, the Recurve Dual for $16. That's a really good deal. I already have one. I wish I could find a deal for the Recurve, the original Recurve, because I don't have one of those. The Kylan MRTA, $22. That's tempting. Oh, the Coilmaster Rebuild Kit for $5. Well, let's take a look at that. Oh, suspicious link, huh? Well, I trust this newsletter. Can't be good for business for vaping cheap, though, if they're getting suspicious link warnings in Chrome. Oh, they make these for specific devices? Versions available for Geek Vape Aegis Boost, UL Caliburn, Smoke RPM, and the Vupu Vinci. Allows you to rebuild a pod cartridge. Interesting. I don't own any of those things, so it wouldn't be useful for me, but that is pretty interesting. Oh man, I see that my voice is way off from the audio. OBS on the Mac is just terrible. And the Dovpo Topside Lite. I still don't own any of the top sides. I've always wanted one, but I don't know. Just never got around to ordering one. I don't feel like getting one for $36 right now. Looking for something a little lower cost today. The Vape Deals newsletter is always pretty good too. Fresh Pressed, Fetch Mini. Wow. Sigeli V Sigo 150 watt box mod for $10. I'll take a look at that in a second. Oh, the Cthulhu Molnar single coil RDA. Oh, $20. That sounds like something that people have given good reviews, but I'm actually not sure. We'll take a look at that too. Right now I'm vaping on the Vlad and Rio. These are disposable pod devices, and I really like these things. I've been using these pretty much daily for about a month. I love them. The Twisted Messes TM24. Yeah, but these are new products. I don't want anything new. I mean, I do, but I'm looking to buy something tested and proven to be good. Just something fun for me. Oh, looks like they have a giveaway going. Win an OBS Prow 11-watt portable pod system. You know what, actually, I have a giveaways page on my website where I post giveaways that other people are running. But I'll put that up on my site for any of you who want to enter. And you can my site vapepassion.com. Super Bowl flash sale. Well, that's over. Kansas City won, who I was not hoping would win. I'm not a fan of either team, 49ers or the Chiefs, but I'm a Broncos fan, and I don't want to go for a division rival, so I'm not going to go for the Kansas City Chiefs. That Asmodus Pumper 18 stabilized wood mod looks pretty nice. Oh, the Vapor SO Gen. That's a good one. I really like that device. $30. The Loop RDA for $4.45. Isn't that the one that had like a shorting issue? Oh no, Geek Vape Loop. No, I'm thinking of something else. So what is it? Why is the Loop only $5? Oh, the Fireluke 2 mesh. That's tempting too, because the Fireluke devices, or the Fireluke atomizers are really good. I don't like sub-ohm vaping. I mean sub-ohm tanks, because I don't like to buy pre-built coils. I like to build my own. OBS Cheetah. Wow, that looks old. Might not be old, but it looks old. The Predator 228, $13. I remember when that came out. It was one of my favorite devices. Oh, the Mag 225 for $22. That's a good deal too. Oh, the RPM 40. Everyone is talking about this. Oh no, everyone's talking about the RPM 80. So I probably don't want the 40. Firebolt Cotton. I haven't tried that. Not too interested in cotton anyway. Target Mini 2. I actually have that, and I like it. It's a nice device from Vapor SO. Oh, the eGrip Mini. That was a good one too. Wow, that's it in that one? That was a short email. Oh yeah. Any of you who like pod systems, pre-filled pods, now's the time to get them, because all these businesses are trying to get rid of them with the new FDA regulations. Get a free Surin Air if you order $100 worth of products. Okay, let's see. Oh, eSig Express changed their name to Flavor Jungle. Interesting. I'm a little out of touch with some of the DIY stuff. I'm assuming this is because they want to get away from the vaping category. More of a long-term business decision, which is smart. The Fat Rabbit for $22. Not interested in sub-ohm tanks. Oh, here we go. Dovpo Blotto. Oh, I still don't have a Blotto, and I want one, so maybe this is what I'm going to get if it's still on sale. $23. Well, let's keep looking. Asmodus Barrage RDA. Ooh, that's old looking for $20. It's got those heat sinks. Just going to go through a few more here. See, look at that. Council of Vapor. 50-cent atomizer blowout sale. How good could it be for 50 cents? Alright. Vapor Joe's. That's a pretty good deal. A Smoke TFV8 X-Baby sub-ohm tank for $6. But, you know, it's a really old tank. Smoke coils kind of suck. And it's a sub-ohm tank, so not for me. But still, $6 if you're looking for a sub-ohm tank, something to start with. Oh, the Capstone. $15. I remember when that came out, I always wanted one of those too. Alright, that's good enough. Let's see, the Dovpo Blotto, that's my top choice right now. Let's see if it's still on sale. And it is from China, so it will take a while to get here. And also, they're on Chinese New Year, so who knows when I would get that, but that's okay. I don't need anything right away. Alright, let's see if the coupon works. Blot. Didn't work. So it looks like I'm not getting a Blotto. But before we do that, let's go to... Oh shoot, what is it? There's a site that I always go to, and of course I can't think of it right now because I'm recording. I have a link to it on my site. So if you go to my site vapepassion.com/vaping-resources, vape crawler. So this is the site I always go to when I want to check prices. I want to make sure I'm getting the best deal, because sometimes you'll get a deal, you'll see a deal in email that talks about, well, it sounds really good, but then you look around and you see that it's other places are selling it even cheaper than that deal normally, like regular price. So you always got to check. All right, the Blotto RTA, sort by price. Here we go, $20 from New Vaping. But they are in the EU, so I don't know if they'll deliver here. But it's also 22 from Cigabuy and 25 from Sourcemore, 25 from Kidney Puncher. Kidney Puncher is in the US, so probably get that one quick. Now the one thing about Vape Crawler though is that they don't always have the best deal. Or they won't always list the best prices, because it's all of their prices come from affiliate programs that they're in. So there might be someone who sells it cheaper, but for the most part, you'll find the best deal by searching there. Well, it looks like it's not on sale there anymore, so maybe I'll get it from Kidney Puncher if I decide to order it. They sell clones? Zeus X RTA clone. Why would you have a clone of that? I thought Kidney Puncher was a better brand than that, and now the Blotto doesn't come up on their site. Great. Maybe I won't be getting a Blotto today. Capstone. Now, if I remember correctly, this one a lot of people liked, but it leaked easily. Could be wrong on that, but I'm not sold on that yet, though. The V-Cigo. Oh, it looks like the Rouleau. Yeah. Too plain for me. Not really interested. Okay, the Molnar RDA by Cthulhu Mods and Anthony Vapes. I never read or watched any reviews on this one, so I don't know how good it is. The Geek Vape Loop. I want to see the deck. Oh. Interesting looking deck. Now, I'm assuming that it's a... didn't get such great reviews if it's only selling for $5, but I could be wrong. Okay, who is this company? VS? Vapor Empire. VE, I guess. So I can get either stainless steel or gold. Stainless steel looks good. So this is a blue raspberry. I also have the ice lychee. They have two other ones too, vanilla tobacco custard and a tobacco. And I like all of them. But my favorite is the ice lychee and the blueberry. Oh, I saved 50 cents. This is better than nothing. Still don't know what shipping is. It's $8 for shipping. So I can get the loop for $12. All right, let's see what Mike Vape says. Let's get the TLDR version. Skip to the end.
The flavor's there. It's good flavor. You know, that raw berry that I dripped in here. The main thing about this, the main con is the way the screws hit the coil. It twists the coils. But other than that, you know, all in all, you know what? It's a nice RDA. The vape is great on there. Cloud production. Airflow. The airflow is smooth. That's the one thing that caught my eye with this. I thought it was going to be a turbulent airflow, and it's not. It's actually a super smooth airflow.
Okay, so Mike Vapes says that has really good flavor and smooth airflow. So the only con he listed was that you can't really reuse your coils because it bends the coil leads, which is not a big deal to me. So I guess I'll get it. Okay. I'm ordering it now, but I'm taking the screen off so I don't accidentally put my credit card number in a video. All right, done. Ordered it. Geek Vape Loop Bottom Feed RDA. $12. Pretty good price. From vaporempire.com. Now let's look at the news real quick. Just some of the headlines from the last couple of days. Imperial Brands hires Inchcape's Stefan Baumhart as new CEO to revive e-cigarette sales. So they hired the CEO of a car dealership, Inchcape, to steer the company through challenges in e-cigarettes and vaping and falling consumption of tobacco products. Bombard replaces Allison Cooper. Allison Cooper? The musician? No. It's spelled differently. Okay. Good post from vapingpost.com. Youth who use nicotine have rights. Stop punishing them. New York Times reported earlier this week that minors are circumventing a set of federal laws or rules that prohibit the sale of certain pot and cartridge-flavored vaping products across the country. Students at a high school in Kentucky are still able to purchase single-use vaping products that contain sweet flavors. And I did read a little bit about this in a different article. So what these high school students are doing, or anyone underage really, they're buying things like the Puff Bar, which has become really popular because they're single-use products. And I guess the new FDA regulations didn't include single-use products. So underage people are buying... They're no longer buying Juuls. They're buying things like the Puff Bar because they come in a lot of really good flavors. So That's what's going on there. Teen who required double lung transplant due to vaping warns young people are not invincible. It's amazing that these stories are still coming in when we know that it's these THC pods. They just say vaping, due to vaping, but it's not regular vaping, it's black market. They're buying black market products and THC products and vaping that. Denver joins suit against e-cigarette giant Juul, saying it marketed to teens. So the whole city of Denver, huh? Colorado's largest city is joining litigation against Juul over its marketing. They say Juul marketing has played a driving role in high teen vaping rates, seen nationwide and in Colorado, which has the country's highest youth rate. I have heard that. I live in Colorado, and I've heard that Colorado has a very high vaping rate amongst youth vapors. I also heard in a comment from one of my followers, I don't know if he follows me on YouTube, he just commented on one of my videos, but he said that he lives in Grand Junction, and they just enacted a ban, a flavored ban, so no more flavors in Grand Junction as of the 31st of January, I believe. I think Boulder might have already passed something like that, and or it's coming, and I think Aspen and maybe Breckenridge. So it's spreading in Colorado. Vaping crackdown cost tobacco firm more than $8 billion. So this is from the BBC. A major investor in leading e-cigarette maker Juul has seen its stake in the company drop by more than 2/3. Tobacco giant Altria Group has blamed the $8.5 billion fall in value on rising legal and regulatory threats. They paid $12.8 billion in a 35% stake in Juul in 2018 and revealed a $4.1 billion write-down to investors. So yeah, things not looking good for Altria or Juul. Hey, not vape-related, but blood in, blood out actors to visit Albuquerque for anti-bullying event. Blood in, blood out was like one of my favorite movies when I was a teenager. Kentucky Senate greenlights bill to raise tobacco buying age to 21. So it looks like Kentucky will be passing a bill, or they have already passed a bill that would raise the legal age from 18 to 21 to buy tobacco products, reducing access to e-cigarettes among teens and young adults. New Saskatchewan vaping laws coming into force. New legislation in Saskatchewan will restrict youth from buying vape products. Anyone under the age of 18 will no longer be able to buy vapor or e-cigarette devices as of February 1st. So they're raising the age to 18. I wonder what the age was before in Saskatchewan. Here's an article about removing lithium batteries from your smart luggage, and I have heard that a lot of airplanes are no longer allowing people to bring smart luggage onto their like a suitcase that has smart technology built into it because it has a non-removable lithium battery. So I'm assuming this article might talk about vaping products with batteries that can't be removed also. Maybe it depends on the size of the battery. I don't know. Teens flock to disposable e-cigs thanks to sour gummy, banana ice, and cool mint loophole. Ridiculous. How much do vapes cost in 2019? Most vapors will be happy with their initial purchases and not graduate to these categories, but some will want to spice things up a bit. Most of the vapes for intermediate vapors belong in one main product category, high wattage mods paired with sub-ohm tanks. I guess that makes sense for intermediate. A standard dual battery mod will cost anywhere between $30 and $90, and a sub-ohm tank will generally cost around $30 to $50. Yeah, sounds pretty average. Altria's Juul Labs stake won't hurt earnings in 2020, an analyst says. Although the stock fell 4.IN, I don't know anything about stocks. Thursday trading, Piper Sandler analyst Michael Lavery felt the news warranted an upgrade. Following the latest write-down, the company said it would apply fair value accounting. That means only cash dividends will be included in Altria's adjusted earnings. Altria can refocus on its core business, where it looks well positioned for sustainable pricing-driven EBIT growth, Lavery wrote. So, looks like the issues, the write-off with Juul, according to this analyst, isn't going to hurt their bottom line. Study finds vaping prevention program significantly reduces use in middle school students. There's no information there. Oh, CDC finally gets vaping right, while FDA permits new cigarettes. Thanks in part to the efforts of ACSH and other evidence-minded health policy advocates, the CDC has admitted to a huge mistake. And we know they know it's a mistake because they made the announcement on Friday afternoon before a 3-day weekend with little fanfare. They hoped nobody would notice. I did hear about that, so they finally admitted that it is THC black market products. It took them long enough. Damage is already done now. And just a couple of articles from Vaping Post, because they always put together some pretty good articles. Just the headlines again, and some blurbs. New Zealand study finds no teen vaping epidemic in New Zealand. 10-year survey, 27,000 students, 14 to 15 years old. Only 0.8% of the participants were daily vapers who had never smoked before. 3.1% said they vape daily, and 37.3% said they had tried it. So researchers confirmed that the so-called youth vaping epidemic doesn't actually exist. Oh, UK government cancels Stop Smoking campaign due to budget cuts. I wonder if that has anything to do with their promotions of e-cigarettes as well, or vaping. UK smoking rates are declining thanks to introduction of plain packaging, tax increases, increasing vaping rates. The British Lung Foundation has pointed out that the number of successful quit smoking attempts have dropped after media spending was cut. So it sounds like they didn't have the funds, but luckily smoking rates are still dropping despite the budget cuts. Okay, that's it. So walked you through a little bit of me buying something. So I ended up with the BF Loop from Geek Vape. Hopefully it's good. I'm assuming it's going to be $12 good. And talked about a few stories happening in the vaping industry right now. And that's it. So I'm going to shut this down and get back to work. All right, I'll talk to you all later.